Hey! Jeff Nelson, will you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag?
Please join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hot dog. Our inspirational message today. Oh, did I skip it? What is that feeling when you're driving away from people and they recede on the plane till you see just specks dispersing? It's the too huge world vaulting us, and it's goodbye. And when we lean forward to the next crazy venture beneath the skies, but we lean forward to the next crazy venture beneath the skies. All right, you may be seated. Get down there. Well, here we are, another meeting for our club, and we're going to have some conversations to direct us talking. Family and friends are always welcome to our meetings, so please feel free to invite somebody, like maybe that new person who moved in just down the street from you, right? And welcome everybody to the Fortuna Sunrise Rotary Club meeting for June 22nd, 2021, volume 51 of my presidential year. It's a lot of club meetings. I think just one more left here. And we've got an outstanding, amazing Rotary Club, and I am just so thankful to be a part of it. Let's see, I'm gonna bring down our screen share for a second. Let's introduce some guests here this morning. We have, let's see, virtually this morning joining us, we have Bob Rogers, our PolioPlus Chair for District 5130. Give a big round of applause. He's right here. We'll put him up on the screen a little bit later. Let's see, who else? Looking online here, looking around. Let's see, I think we got Steve this morning. Welcome. Yeah, Steve Brown in the house. Let's see, any other guests? I think everybody else is just an awesome Rotarian here. Yep. Okay. Thanks for joining us. Four-way tests. I'm going to call on Chris Broadstock this morning. Chris.
The four-way test is the things we think, say, or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? And will it be beneficial?
Well done, sir. Well done. Announcements today. That is June 23rd. We're having a celebration of our contributions. It's really a celebration of the community. We raised over $20,000, I think over $21,000 for the Fortuna Fire Department, and we're going to present them with a check today. 12:30 at the Fortuna Fire Hall. Will be in the apparatus bay. Okay. So if you can break away from your day, there's also invites on the table if you didn't get one personally delivered to you. Thank you so much, everybody who rolled up their sleeves and put in work, who contributed financially, all those good things. We really appreciate you. So if you can make it down for a little bit today, it'll be quick. I think my speech is maybe 5-10 minutes. We'll get you out of there in 15 minutes or something. It'll be just quick and simple, okay? Painless. Thank you. Let's see, July 4th, flags on Main Street for, of course, Independence Day, and July 17th, the rodeo parade. We're gonna have 100 flags on Main Street. So we need all the club members and your friends and your family and your kids and everybody that you know to grab a flag and march down Main Street with us. So if you know some folks, recruit them. Sound like a plan? Any add-ons for that, Rick?
Well, that's the plan. So I'll start passing a sheet next week. Solid numbers.
Okay, sign-up sheets impending. Fantastic. Let's see here. How about club member announcements? Any events that I did not put up on the board? Bob Judifine. I'll repeat for the folks on Zoom. The blood bank is really low on blood this year, and they're going to be having a blood drive at Redwood Capital Bank tomorrow all day. So if you have blood in your veins and you have time, go down there and donate some. All right, and chances are you haven't gone to like Uruguay lately because travel isn't really happening. So that's one of the things that they won't let you donate for. So check that off the list, right? And most of you guys probably haven't gotten tattoos in Thailand. So that's another thing you could check off your list. Other than South. Yeah, other than South. Good point. Any other announcements from club members? John Sapper.
One thing I just noticed that Bob Judemine didn't stand up and address him.
Oh, okay.
Probably in the Century Club anyway.
He probably is, but there's people that aren't in the Century Club. Maybe some people that
As a point of order.
I know, Bob. Bob. That's got to be worth a hefty fine, not standing to address me. I mean, how much would you say it's normally worth?
Well, during my understanding,
Yeah,
I think first I consider the source.
the source.
And then love your find in that direction.
Okay.
Just with a sheer audacity.
All right. All right.
And then maybe doubling down.
Well, let's see. It would have been 5, but he's still sitting about $10. But hey, you're in the Century Club. I'm going to pass it on to Mary. Good. Good to see you, Mary. Good to see you, Mary. Everybody at home can't hear a word you're saying. I didn't think it was going to be so long, but man, we're hearing this guy's entire life story. Finish the story. He's talking about the race across America, Michael Davy Hughes.
And that's the end of it. No, I'm just little humor there.
Yeah.
I was just talking about Michael Davies Hughes, who was a program 3 years ago, participating in a race across America. He's in that race again. And of the 24 individuals who started that race this year as solos, all but 6, I think, did not make it through the desert. It was 118 plus degrees, 118 degrees. And the first 24 hours, he did not get off his bike for first 24 hours. And he's now in Missouri. He's almost 2/3 of the way there. He's been hitting the benchmarks, and it truly is an amazing feat. I mean, it's an absolutely amazing feat. And with his training schedule and regimen every day, getting up 1 o'clock in the morning and riding for over 100 miles a day. So anyway, I thought for those of you who are interested in maybe following, there is it's called RAM, R-A-A-M, RAM. If you Google RAM leaderboard or RAM tracking 2021, you'll see the participants, and he's Michael Davy Hughes, and look forward to.
He's 595.
What's that?
His number is 595.
595. Yeah, absolutely fascinating. So anyway, I wanted to mention.
Well, thank you, Saber. Speaking of amazing feats, I got athlete's foot once. Whew. Kurt, is it going to be as long as Saper's? Because I'm going to, okay, Chris Broadstock's wedding anniversary next Wednesday. What is that? $5, I think, normally what we charge for that. And Frank, how did you get demoted? AG, now you're the fine guy.
No,
you just grab the bucket. See, that's what assistant governors do, I guess. And then I saw somebody inserting somebody underneath the bus, maybe another birthday last week. Jenny, birthday? 47 meetings. Okay. I love that was very exact. I like it. Okay. And 50 bones. Thank you so much, Jennifer Brown. Oh man, just money is flying around here. Bob Judevine.
Birthday Sunday.
Birthday Sunday. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Sal. What?
I'm standing up.
Yes, thank you. You got this.
This morning, Mary told me that it was her 80th birthday.
80th birthday, Mary. Oh, Sal is going to pay 5 for you. That was sweet. Goodness. Heck, did you have a birthday? Oh, in January. Okay. Okay. Don't worry, I'll get you later for something. I just saw a picture of you wearing a happy birthday hat on Facebook. So yeah. I know. Maybe. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It looked cute. Yeah. Yeah, there was this other picture of you. No, never mind. No. Yes.
My birthday was on Juneteenth.
Juneteenth. Awesome. A new federal holiday.
I was also freed on Juneteenth.
You were freed from your mother. $4. Will anybody pony up $1?
I'll pay you.
Okay. Geez, money is just flowing today. Anybody else just want to throw money in the fine bucket for just because? People are throwing singles now at John Sapper. It's wow. You can see there's some pent up something or other going on. Heather. Okay, 22nd. Yeah. 22nd wedding anniversary for Heather Kelly. Wow, man, everybody is celebrating so much. Hey, so each week I've been recognizing somebody from the club, drawing some illustrations, and I have got a backlog. So it's time to rock out some of these. Why not, huh? And I've been thinking a lot about this, okay? And I don't have an artist of the week. That's kind of been my theme throughout the year. I've been introducing an artist. We talk about it. We discuss the medium and stuff. I'm not going to do that this morning because I'm really going to feature, I guess, myself as the artist. And yeah, I know. How vain could he get? So that's the question. But hey, I didn't draw pictures of myself the entire time. I drew pictures of you guys, right? So that's pretty fantastic. And I've been thinking about what do I do with all these illustrations, after the year's done. So I've been thinking a lot about it. I think what I'm going to do is put together a small little book. Yeah, a book of our club with all of these illustrations, and I'm going to sell them for a fundraiser. All the proceeds will go to Rotary Foundation. How does that sound? Huh? So you'll be hearing more about that as the next year unfolds, and I've got a little bit less responsibility on my plate. We'll see. But hey, who do you think I'm going to draw first today? Huh? Any guesses? Somebody who maybe hasn't been drawn up there on the board? How about this? If you guess correctly, I will put in $20 to foundation right now, if you guess correctly. It's not Dr. Renner. No. Sorry. It's a $5 fine. Yeah.
Where would you like that to go,
Yeah.
Chris?
Yeah. See how that works?
Where would you like that to go? We can pass
Oh yeah, pass it. Who needs to catch up a little bit? Anybody? You don't even need to he put money in there. He can't even. He took it out. Okay, who do you want to pass it to? Maybe Ross will insert somebody under the bus who needs to catch up to foundation. Or I'm sorry, club giving.
Dr. Jennifer Renner sure would quick catch up to Mary Goodale.
Yeah, Dr. Jennifer Renner. Ah, there you go. See, he guessed your name and it was incorrect.
Was that 5 or 10?
It was just 5. Yeah, let's let her off easy. Yeah, I hope you brought. Some of you guys haven't shown up in a while. I hope you brought full wallets. That's all I gotta say. No, it is actually Mr. Sal Kenichi himself. Look at that. Dapper. I know I've actually poked fun at Sal quite a bit, but I haven't drawn him yet. Yeah, I think I could have put a little bit more pepper in there. Looking at you in person. Yeah, I've got you kind of in like a disheveled logger foreman outfit. I found like a vintage. I used reference from a vintage clothing and if you notice, everybody's kind of wearing vintage clothing, right? That I've drawn. You're wearing like a distressed logging foreman outfit. Yeah. Well, Sal, you let me make fun of you quite a bit during the year. I superimposed your head on an owl. You've been an outstanding club member. You've shown up to all the events, just about everything. You're a shining example of service above self, and I just want to congratulate you. So Sal, give it up for Sal Kenichi. Hey, and let's clear the record because I've heard your name pronounced a million ways. It's Kenichi, right?
That's correct.
Kenichi, all right? Kenichi, thank you. Kenichi. Yeah. All right. Now, if they say it wrong after this, it's, they just don't care, Sal. They just don't care. Well, let's see. The next person is not here, but we're going to show them anyway. I've got Dr. Greg Barkdale there. Yeah. I'd say, yeah, look how happy he is. He was, you know, he was one of those people that just came across very boyish when I drew him. He's got this youthfully aura to him. He's just an outstanding club member. I'd say things that I really love about Dr. Greg is his compassion, right? His just wellspring of intelligence, really, really smart guy. And, you know, although he may not be the guy that's coming to every service event, he's also a really strong member of our club and makes it every time he can. So give it up for Dr. Greg Barker. Should we do the guessing game again? Who's next? Or no, you don't want to spend any more money? Anybody? Anybody? Any guesses? I'm kind of weeding through the club members now. No? I haven't done Dennis Scott yet. But that's not who's it. That's not it. Ross, that's $5. You know how this game goes. Yeah. Yeah. Are you're in the Century Club?
Oh, yeah, I'm in the Century Club, so Jennifer Renner will be getting that.
Oh, Jennifer, yeah. Woo! All right. Okay. Okay. Wow. It's actually none other than Jeff Nelson. Hey, look at that. Yeah. I got him in a dapper, you know, maroon business suit there with a nice little, you know, old school tied bow tie, you know. Jeff, yeah, red and gray don't go together too well. Is that what you're saying? But I did make the jacket red, right? Because you've always pointed out my love for the color red, right? Yeah, and all the artists that I've pointed out. It's a red, it's a rust brown. It's a rust brown.
So it's like an old red.
Yeah, it's an old red. Jeff, the first and foremost thing I'm going to give you a lot of love for is, man, do you put up with a lot of short jokes here? I mean, this guy gets the tail end of every short joke, you know? And there's other short people in the club, but no, Jeff gets it. You know what? And he takes his lumps, you know, and dishes it back out. So I love your sense of humor back there. I love your hard work and attitude. And I feel like you're one of the glues that just holds this club together. When we showed up this morning to set up the place, he's like, who's the sergeant at arms? You know, last week I came in and the banners were all up. And I was like, Don Jewett. But yeah, you know, he's a behind the scenes guy, right? He just gets stuff done and it's very unassuming. And there's maybe some things that you've seen happen at the club, didn't even really know that Jeff was behind them, or a contributing factor. And maybe that's just because you couldn't see him. I'm joking, Jeff. See, he can handle it. No, it's because he doesn't look for praise. So Jeff, thank you so much. All right, yeah, okay. We won't play the guessing game again because I know Jennifer Renner is just going to take more lumps if we do. But why not celebrate Heather Kelly? Yeah. Nice. Yeah, you got. Yeah, just hanging out. You got kind of like a chunky knit, kind of cream top going on there. And the only person I think I put no, I did Scott Downey with a mallet there, but you got, you know, the hand on the face. But I must admit, Heather, for a new club member, you just came out swinging. You co-chaired the food aspect of our major fundraiser, but you were definitely the one. You were the strong voice, you know. And anybody who worked on that team knows that you just gave a lot of direction. And I don't know, I'm just so proud to work alongside you. And she was, yeah, we did flamingo painting in her front lawn. So thank you for letting us spray your grass purple that night. Or no, we put a drop cloth down. No, that was smart. That was smart. I would have just sprayed the grass. So she's thoughtful too. So give it up for Heather Kelly. All right, another member who is not here this morning, but did show up to lots of meetings this year. Freddie Robinson, look at that. Yeah, he's wearing all gray, another one of those kind of old school ties. You know, Fred's just a sweetheart of a dude, always kind of giggly and fun, and takes everything, you know, with a grain of salt. And when it's time to step up, I know with tickets, there was a little bit of we were going to go all digital. We decided to go printed tickets for our major fundraiser. And when it came down to it, there was nobody who really wanted to manage the printed tickets, right? And he stepped up, right? He's like, I just got back from surgery 2 days ago, hey, I'm still gonna do it, you know what I mean, with my limited mobility. So Fred's just one of those guys. If there's like maybe an undesirable job that nobody wants to step up to, he's the guy who will get in there and do it. So, Little League president, yeah, Little League president. There we go, there we go. A great shining example of it. So anyway, let's celebrate Fred this morning. All right, I'm only gonna do one more this morning because I gotta have some more tricks up my sleeve for next week. Who do you think is gonna be? Anybody? Last guess? Last member? Who could it be? The chips have fallen. The dominoes have hit. No guesses. Everybody's like, I really don't want to get fined again, Simon. None other than past president Peter Fennell. Yeah, the man. Yeah, he's all suited up. But you know what? I put a little bit of like a sweater on you there. I was giving you a little Ross flavor. You know what I mean? Because I feel like Peter is just you know, if you think about a sweater, right? It's kind of soft but warm, and I feel like you're that type of person. Not physically soft, but like emotionally, you've got great soft skills, right? You're a sweetheart of a person. You have great interpersonal connections with people. And see, look, bring it in. Oh. Yeah. And you know, I love those large collar shirts from the old days. You know what I mean? They used to just really extend up those collars there. Yeah, big fat tie. Huh? Yeah. No, yeah. You know, big neck is a symbol of power too. So we talked about the softer side, but you know, he's also a tough guy when it comes time to like maybe clean up a creek or something. He'll put the hard hat on, start digging some weeds. So Pete Fennell is just an awesome dude. And, you know, I've seen you probably outside, you know, of Rotary, probably one of the most just at school events and stuff. And I'll tell you what, Peter always comes up, says hi, gives me a pound. How you doing? Just a sweetheart of a dude. So give it up for his awesome. Okay, well, hey, I'm gonna show a couple of pictures from this year because I want to celebrate some of the cool things that we did. Hey, we put on this fabulous All Fired Up event, and we put on a bingo event that night, and I wanted to give it up for our team. Not pictured here is Frank, but we had Penny rolling the bingo balls, calling out the numbers, keeping track of that, and myself and Ross up there on the stage. It was a fun time. And not only that was like the back end, we also had people watching, like this group of Rotarians right there, huh? Yeah. How many cocktails did you guys have during that night? There were quite a few. Yeah. Is that a good angle? No, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, the things that you find. Mary, it seems like you don't even know that the picture's happening there. You may be mid-sentence there. And then we've got some past Rotarians in the back there. So that looks like it was a nice group getting social and having fun at our major fundraiser this last year. Oh, and then this is pretty outstanding here, I think. We give away scholarships, right, to high school, but we've also started giving away $100 scholarships to middle schools, right? So there was this outstanding award that I believe Carrie Anderson, so Carrie presented this award and she sent me this picture. Look at this thing. It's, I'm going to read it because it might be hard to see. Yeah, FMS 8th grade awards, Sunshine Rotary for Sunshine Rotary. So I guess I'll take, you know, because I'm kind of the marketing guy. I'll take 20 for that too. Yeah, because
I just wasn't sure if we changed the club name. I don't know.
She wasn't sure if we changed the club name. So 20 to foundation for me because the marketing team should have caught that one, but didn't. Yeah. Well, what do you do? Sunshine Road. Maybe we should change the name. Right? I think hopefully just one. Hopefully just one. Hey, you know what though? This could be worth fortunes in like 100 years. Yeah, the misprint, right? Kind of like those comic books where they get the maybe. And one last recognition this morning. There's a big wiener in the house. I mean, winner in the house. Look at this, huh? Look at that. Whoa. Big award. Heck Wood. Stand up and tell me what's going on here.
I'm not very tall.
You're not very tall. Yeah, yeah. Anybody got a short joke for Heck? No, no. Ross is too busy talking. So what happened? What'd you win?
That was the member guest at the golf course this weekend.
Was there anybody else that played in that tournament? Yeah. Did they win?
They didn't win, but they won stuff.
They won stuff, but they didn't win. Like what kind of stuff?
Money.
Okay, and then what'd you win for getting first place? More money. Okay. Okay, so who won? Twice as much more money. Okay, so who won some money? I'm assuming it was you, Chris, because you were seated pretty high when we played poker on Friday. I mean, you don't have to share how much, but how much are you willing to donate for that?
So.
And then Heck is going to donate twice as much as that because he won twice as much money. What do you got? $12. Okay, 12. So Chris, $12. Does that sound good for your big winnings? Okay, $12 for Chris Broadstock. We're getting what? Second place in the golf tournament, third place, and Heck Wood twice as much money. I mean, can you do 24?
No.
No. Okay. Can you do 20?
I can't do any. I'm in the Century Club.
Okay. Well, maybe you wanted to pass it on to somebody. Okay. You can. Okay. Hey.
Oh, I found another 20.
Who should we pass these on to?
Those who need it.
Okay, Ross.
So, I mean, we have a theme here.
Yeah.
There's three sitting right over there.
Well, I've only got 2 more years and this whole thing reset, or 2 more days. It feels like years. One more after this, one more meeting. So
So you're at 12, I'm 24.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think we could just split it between the three. All 12 to each.
12 to each of them.
36. That's what I meant.
Wow. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? You know, I will say Jennifer Brown already put in 50, so she should be waived. She did a big catch up, but
Where's this graceful heart coming from?
okay, no, scratch that. Jennifer Brown should be fined double whatever. Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Fun weekend. How about to make it easy, how about 10? 10 a pop? Can you do that? 12? Okay. Hey. Wow. Did we get anybody in the Century Club? No.
Maybe collective.
You guys are fantastic. Thank you. Hey, maybe I'll draw you guys actually.
Oh, hey. 12.
Mary.
Mary.
Tell me how much I owe, so I write a check to get my cat.
Yeah, you would get $22.
$22, Mary. Thank you. Okay. Our weekly presentation today is going to be none other than our club's very own foundation chair, Ross Rowley. And we also have Bob Rogers, District 5130's PolioPlus Chair, who's going to follow him up. So first I'm going to pass it over to Ross.
Hey, I'll take it from there. So as you know, I'm our Rotary Club's annual giving committee chair. Over these next few minutes, I'm going to share with you about the basics of what the Rotary Foundation is. What does it do, and how we as Fortuna Sunrise members can get involved. Next slide, please, Simon. So first, let's start by reviewing the Rotary Foundation's mission. So what is it? The Rotary Foundation's mission is to enable Rotarians to advance world understanding, goodwill, and peace through the improvement of health, the support of education, and the alleviation of poverty. The foundation is a member benefit that is provided exclusive to Rotarians. That means outside people do not get to join in this cause. So they support the work that each of us do here locally in Fortuna, as well as around the world. Over the past 100 years, starting with the initial funding of just $26.50, the Rotary Foundation has provided more than $4.5 billion to fund projects all led by Rotarians. And this all comes from Rotarians around the world for Rotary projects. Next slide, please. Our foundation has certain areas of focus, which a lot of you know about. Just this year, Rotary added a new area of focus, supporting the environment, and that'll be an area that we'll be able to do large-scale sustainable projects here and around the world, much like we have done with the brushing contract that the Rotarians did on Roner Creek. Peter, remember? Peter was in the last picture there. and we got together. So those kinds of projects, and there'll be more of those happening around our county. The Rotary Foundation is a way to turn your humanitarian passion into action with the help of our world-class grant opportunities. And again, the grant opportunities are only made available to Rotarians to do Rotary projects. So several years ago, Rotary started a fundraising initiative for the annual fund called Every Rotarian Every Year. This effort is based on the idea that if every Rotarian gave at least $25 to the annual fund, the possibilities of what the foundation could do would just multiply. And you've heard me talk about just $2 a week. Just $2 a week would make your $25 every Rotarian every year quadruple by the year's end. In 2019 and 2020, Rotarians invested a little over $123 million to the annual fund. Additionally, because of investments made in previous years, that means the Rotary Foundation was able to award more than 1,300 global grants last year. And next slide. Our club donors choose to invest in our foundation in many capacities, and we do our best to recognize donors who go above and beyond to support our foundation's mission. If you're interested in taking that step, come and let me know, and I can guide you in all the various ways that you can give the Rotary Foundation. We do it every week when we're here. Everybody will give either your birthday or your anniversary, but there are many other ways in the year. In October, we have a bigger drive, and then through the year, various people give in different ways. So now that we've talked about why investing in the Rotary Foundation is an important part of our membership with Rotary, let's talk about how you can go about making your contribution. I think I'm a slide behind. Let me see. Yes, there we go. So a good way to do it is to make it automatic with Rotary Direct. It's one of the safest and easiest ways to make your annual contribution. You can set up your transactions to be monthly, quarterly, or annually by logging into your My Rotary account online and just go there. You can also work with your foundation chair, like me, to make a gift to our club, and Bob Judavine and I will make sure that it's sent in and you will be recognized. Oh, that's why that slide was there, because you can, when you reach the $1,000 in contributions, you will be presented with your very own Paul Harris Fellow contribution pin, and that's a big deal in Rotary. How many here are Paul Harris Fellows? See, most people around the room are. That's very good. And I believe, Bob, I'm coming up fast. Let's see where I was, because we lost our power here. And let's see, let's hang on, let's go one more. There we go. So ultimately, thank you for doing good in the world. And I'm going to pass it on to Bob, who's going to talk about the PolioPlus Society. And he has some important things with our club to talk about here. And so Simon, why don't you chime in here? And Bob, we're going to have you take it away if the power's up.
Take it away, my friend.
Okay, now I'm going to screen share. Let's see if this works.
It does.
Hey, hey, hey. How about that? Hey, thanks, Ross, for asking me to do this. This is a special presentation for 3 of your members. You guys know about the PolioPlus push that we do every year. We're asked to raise $50 million to take advantage of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation 2-for-1 match. Meeting that challenge means we receive an extra $100 million, and that grows our $50 million to $150 million to help finish the promise, we made to the children of the world over 30 years ago, a world free of the polio virus. And towards that effort last year, we adopted a new program called the PolioPlus Society. We ask Rotarians to make a commitment to donate a minimum of $100 per year to our World Polio Fund, and to do so every year until the World Health Organization declares the world free of the polio virus. Today, it's my honor to induct the following Fortuna Sunshine Rotarians into the District 5130 PolioPlus Society as charter members. If you're at the meeting live, please go up front as I call out your name, or let us know if you're on Zoom, but I don't think you are. Keith Borges, Frank Ramos, and Heck Wood. Okay, you guys, Keith, Frank, and Heck, with your continued annual donation, we are assured we will win the fight to rid the world of polio once and for all. Please accept electronically, virtually, your PolioPlus Society pin, which is depicted here, showing a child receiving those 2 precious drops. You'll also receive a certificate declaring you a member of the PolioPlus Society. And you'll also get a wristband that you can wear, like I have here. I'm wearing this until polio is gone. And P.S., they're in the mail. They're being shipped to Ross, and they should arrive shortly. So they'll be there in a few days. We hope that your inductions today will encourage other Fortuna Sunrise, Sunshine Rotarians to follow your lead to support our efforts towards a polio-free world. Joining is pretty easy. It's just a simple 2-step process. First, you can go to Rotary5130.org. That's the district website. And you click on the foundation tab up at the top. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a link up here. It says, a tab, it says foundation. And then when you click on it, you go down to the bottom, it says PolioPlus Society. And when you click on that, it takes you to this page where you can join here. You click on that button and you fill out the form, and voila, step 1 is taken care of. And also, you guys are in a coffee shop, and the cool thing about this, as it says on the bottom of this screen, for the small price of 1 cup of brew per week, you can help keep our promise for a polio-free world. And you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. So the second step is to make your donation. And like Ross said, you can go to myrotary.org and you sign in. Then you hit the button up at the top. It says donate. And from that, it takes you to the next screen. Make sure you click Polio Fund. And then from there, like Ross said, you can do a recurring donation, monthly, quarterly, annually. What I have depicted here is what I call the easy peasy way, the painless way to donate. You just fulfill your obligation just by donating $10 per month and on your credit card. I don't know about you, but I don't notice $10 on my credit card. It's pretty painless way. Of course, you can always also make out a check to the Rotary Foundation with Polio Fund in the memo section and give it to Ross, and he will take it from there, as he mentioned. Alternatively, I sent each of you a form in your email that should be in your inbox. And if you want to do it that way, you can fill out the form and just email back to me. Okay, back to the original purpose. Rotarians, please stand and congratulate these 3 polio warriors as charter members of the PolioPlus Society. Guys, thank you for stepping up, and I hope that we get a few more members today. We are a little bit shy of the $50 million, and so every penny counts because it triples because of the Gates Foundation match. Thank you so much.
Let's see, but I think it's that time, everybody's favorite time. It's drawing time. Right before we get out, we always draw a name out of this bucket and then a ball, right? The ball could win untold fortunes or
the amount Jennifer Renner needs to make
the amount Jennifer Renner needs to make the Century Club. What is that? 65 bucks. Okay. And the name is Peter Fennell. Oh yeah, I know. That's right. Somebody was educating me on this. I've got to let somebody else draw the ticket out, and then the person who gets the ticket draws the ball. I'll get it right before I leave this presidential position. It's guest fine master ball. You want that responsibility, or do you want to pay out?
I want to find people.
Find people.
Like in July, because everybody's at the
Spoken like a true past president. All right, Pete Fennell will be your Huckleberry. All right. All right. Anything else for the good of the cause before we part ways this morning? Excellent. Thank you, District PolioPlus Chair Bob Rogers. Thank you so much. Thank you to the rest of our Zoomers for showing up this week. And thank you in-person meeting folks. It's been really good. Have a wonderful Rotary Day. We'll see you this afternoon at 12:30 if you can make it. And if not, we'll see you next week. Okay? This club meeting is adjourned. Bye, everybody.